encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling drugs, I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Chase, I just attract what you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping it get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He's got room at the 30, and they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Allen to throw once more. Setting up the screen for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. Everyone gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught. It's Tony. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Allen will try to throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time,
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Alert!
Allen going to go on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Mahomes again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes going to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Hey, 43, 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Mahomes takes it himself, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mahomes now on the sneak.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mahomes takes it himself. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow! Wow!
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing is Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah. ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 20. That's into the hands of Fortson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Regular. Goal 50.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Brady going to go on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 50 yards. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Butker now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Yeah, exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. They'll look to throw.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On 1st down, Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
43.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's Hardman to return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Being chased out left. Right back to Chris Godwin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Ozzy! Go on. No, 66. Hey, ball 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Fournette. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Fournette again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw, it's Brady. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to...
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. Throwing Ryan to start out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They go play action with Ryan. Rolling to his right. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. From the 38, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. The slot man in motion right. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Burrow on play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now it's Burrow on the move to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
11.
Nixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Now Ryan. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get a bit closer. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To try again after the sack, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return, it's Rodgers. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down.
Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
12.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie things at 17 all.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Slant pass to Boyd.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, Ryan. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell
with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught at the 7. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And going right back to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, nice move. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
Touchdown, Colts! Paris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Ryan will throw again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready. 21.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The ball mere inches from the white.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
I'm right.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here we go with Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team
touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
61 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want in football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey! 61, down! Check.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got no whip and rag on no petty. Lips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it or pop it, I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you, we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. Sit on no throne, you ain't taking
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably...
taking a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready, set. Black shot. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 83 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, block.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Eckler again.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On play action, here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left.
That swung out to Mostert.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Tua on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Buying time to his left.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action, now it's Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the knee.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers can...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Little tune, flow sinister.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the... Play one, and Prescott to the air.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
47.
Throwing. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here we go.
From the 45 on second down. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Throwing again here. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. First down, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy. Stafford going to put it up right away. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He saw the middle was closed, tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking was in the middle, bounced up, stacked up. Now he was outflanked when he tried to get outside.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Stafford right back to Atwell. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's It's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Jones. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Complete to Cooper Cup. It's a pickup of 6.
4 yards remain for second down. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Cooper Cup again, 2 in a row. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Jones looking for the end zone. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 29 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Rams 20, Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Stafford on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. To the air again, Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throw in deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Jones now, off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and throw for it here. James has got it, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now a first down throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and
touchdown. Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Paid up heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Paid up heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, don't got no whip and rag on no petty. Lips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This is Lamb on the end around. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the... yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Alert! 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
He's got Higbee complete right side. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. From the 41, Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit. And
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21. Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rolling to his left. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Again, it's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run here with Dowdle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard to the 27-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
59! Middle.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Complete to 2-2 at well. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Alert! At 22!
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Dak.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA. So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Going right back to Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Prescott. Finding Schultz.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Prescott now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader, in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black
trust. Truthfully, we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The clean cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto.